Welcome back to G-Ball Vision, everyone. Thank you for stopping in. Today, we have an exciting first look at a new knife being released very soon. Before we get started, double check and make sure you are subscribed here to the channel. I'd love to have you hit that thumbs up button. It really helps push the video out there so more people have a chance to check it out. Let me know what you are carrying in your pockets today down in the comments. Love hearing from you and what you are carrying. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am proud to introduce you to the newest rendition from Tekto Knives. This is the version 2 Venom Jack, and this particular one is going to be the camo carbon toxic green variation. There's going to be a bunch of different variations. I will link all the information down in the description of this video, the date, the time, retailers, all that sort of thing. That way you can head over and check out your favorite retailer and pick one of these up if you are interested. And in my opinion, just got this out of the box. If you're wondering, I just unboxed it so I could take a look at it. And this is the slip joint I've been waiting for. This is one of his early ones, I believe. I could be wrong, but I think this is one of his earlier slip joints that he did. And I remember saying to myself back then, that's the one. And, you know, this is one of the aesthetics right here. This traditional slip joint with the Wharncliffe blade, this kind of handle. I don't know what kind of pattern this would be labeled as. I'm not a traditionalist expert. But something about this just screams traditional. Like, you don't get much more traditional than this right here. I just love the Wharncliffe blade, the handle. It just goes together very well, and mix that with new age components like S90V, the ability to blackwash the blade, add titanium and carbon fiber for a handle material, and you add the hollow grind with that S90V. It's a great recipe. I love this little flat here before the blade. That gives you a place to transition off the handle and really get up on that edge if need be, if you need a lot of control over the entire blade. And then that little area there will be perfect if you want to get up on that tip for an index style cut. If you need to be very precise, you have nothing getting in your way there. Love the size of this knife. There's plenty of room on this handle. I wear an XL glove and I have plenty of room on there to maneuver around. This is going to be the one that takes the cake for me personally when it comes to the slip joints. I love the Feel Good Jack. That one has had my heart. But I think this one, being this handle, this design, just a little bit more robust, this is going to be the one that takes the cake for me personally. The Feel Good will be not far behind this one, but this is the one that will end up taking the cake, I feel. So let's pump the brakes here, and let's see what kind of edge comes on this S90V and this full hollow ground S90V blade here. That tearing as you see me messing up and this paper being garbage. This thing has a beautiful edge on it. Beautiful. Great edge. And like I said many times, that full hollow ground blade being nice and thin and also coming in S90V, even after you lose the fine edge on a knife like this, that hair whittling edge like you just saw there, the working edge is going to continue going and going and going. And how do I know that? Well, I have a slip joint from Tekto. Let me get it here. That I've not stropped, sharpened, nothing And I have used and tested this thing and just kept testing it. And I'll tell you what, it's still cutting denser materials. Will it cut that telephone book paper like you just saw? Probably not very well. But the point is, when you need this knife and you haven't had time to strop it, you haven't had time to sharpen it, it's still going to cut for you. And I had this one out because I wanted to compare these carbon fibers. This is Jungle Wear Fat Carbon, and this is a Camo Carbon, the Toxic Green. They both look really good. I thought they looked similar. I knew this was a little darker, and it is. It's like a forest green, where this is kind of a zombie green, if you will. But definitely both very good looking carbon fibers. And that's one thing Ben never lets anyone down on, in my opinion. He's always coming with the latest and greatest handle materials that you can get on the market. As far as I know, he sources all this material and chooses it, gets it, and has it sent to the OEM. Now, this particular one has a black-washed blade, bolster, hardware, and back spring. So everything just flows together very, very nicely. And I haven't ever had a Jack Wolf with a coated blade. So it's setting up to be my favorite. Just this is going to be a favorite of mine, and I'm going to not have any fear about using it because we have a great finish on there that's going to take wear and tear very nicely. Now, if you're not familiar, for whatever reason, the knife does come with a very, very nice leather sheath, white stitching. They hold up very, very well. In my opinion, I know there's a lot of custom leather slip makers out there that do a really good job that I would not tell you not to go to or anything like that. I have plenty of slips from a lot of different guys. But the slip that comes with the knife, it just works really well. I like this kind of slip here where you can fold it out and just grab the knife. I prefer that most of the time. I don't mind the diagonal cut ones either, but there's just something about this type of slip that I really like. I like this dark brown leather with the white stitching. I just think they look great. They hold up very well. They age and patina aesthetically very well, and they just work very good for the knife. It's going to be shipped in this standard Jack Wolf box here. And then it's going to come with the new Venom tin that you see here. It's going to come with a couple of stickers, which is a nice touch there. Artwork is always on point. Very good, very cool stuff. And then it also is going to come with, I have it here in the cap, a POG with the matching artwork. And then to top it all off, you get a full-size microfiber cloth, and it's a very good quality microfiber cloth. So now, as far as availability for the Venom Jack, the new Venom Jacks, I can say I don't think anyone really knows. I know Ben is putting out more versions, and he's putting out more of those versions. So there's a lot more knives being created now than there ever has been before. So that's allowing them to hang around longer, which in my opinion I think's good, because some people who may not know they want this knife yet, it gives them time to pick one up and handle one for the first time, or maybe somebody wasn't going to get one and now they are, but they need time to save some money or whatever. I just like the fact that they hang around a little bit longer than just going in the same day, right? But I can say that I have a feeling that these ones could go and sell out fairly quickly. Now, I don't know how many's being made. Maybe there's a ton coming, so that could help. But it's been a little while. We've had one slip joint over the last couple of months. I think there was a month where nothing was dropped. So there's only been one slip joint over the last like 4 months or so, somewhere in that ballpark. Because there's been a couple locking ones. There's been a fixed blade. And then there was that one time we had, I forget which slip joint it was, but we had one slip joint come out. But I think this is a fan favorite right here. The Venom, the Wharncliffe. Now they're in S90V, and they're in updated carbon fibers that are out of this world good. Just some of the best stuff in the entire game. I think these are going to be a huge hit and could possibly sell out fairly quickly, depending. And I'm not saying that to scare anyone into buying one or anything like that, but I'm saying I will not be surprised if these Venom jacks go pretty quick, because I think people, you know, they're thirsting for that Jack Wolf slip joint, and this is going to definitely fill that role. This is, in my opinion, my favorite pattern yet from Jack Wolf Knives. When it comes to the slip joints, the Feel Good is right there. That's been the number one for me, but because of the stockier handle and the thickness of the handle, it's just a little bit more robust. I think I'll end up leaning towards this one, but time will tell. I'm definitely going to be putting that in my pocket right away. You guys will have to let me know. What do you think of the new Venom Jack from Jack Wolf Knives? Huge shout out to Ben. Thanks again, brother. Appreciate it. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. I always appreciate that as well. If you're new here, we release new knife and EDC content every single day. Hit that subscribe button. Ring that bell. I'd love to have you here. I'll put up a couple of new videos. Go check one of them out. Have yourself an awesome day. Thank you all again for watching. I will catch you on the next one.